Hadassah here, another Shabbat. Praise Yahuwah. He's giving us another week of life, of prosperity. And I hope it's been the same for you. I hope you've had a great week in preparation now for Passover and unleavened bread. It's been times of a little bit of struggle because we know that this time is considered angelic warfare time. So I hope you've put up a good battle. I want to talk today about God's promises of guidance, because sometimes it does seem like we're alone, world is hard, things look crazy around the world. What should we do? But if we stick to the word and we try to live a righteous life, Yahuwah promises to guide us. And one of the ways is fully trusting in him. So I want to start with Proverbs 3:5-6. And this one says, trust in Yahuwah with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your paths straight. So if you've kind of been curving to here and to there, the straight and narrow path is a path of righteousness and a path of Torah. So, if you look at this, it doesn't say that everything is always going to feel certain. There aren't ever going to be any hard decisions. You're going to understand everything along the way. But what we should do is trust him. Remember, he's creating things from the unseen to the seen. And so we're in that in between where it's happening. See it. A lot of us are strong-willed. I'm going to admit I tend to fall into that category. But being strong-willed is sometimes making yourself or your own will your God, because it says to trust him, not to trust our own will. We are to acknowledge him in all our ways. So when things seem like they're not going right, it's for a reason. And we need to trust that he's the one that's guiding us in those paths. He promised to teach and instruct us. If we go to Psalm 32:8, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. So he's being our teacher, our instructor, our counselor, promises to watch over our life. So he's not just saying, do this and don't do that, right? He's being a counselor. Like, you did this and it didn't turn out right because of this, but if you do this, it's going to be better and you're going to be blessed. So he's like a father. He's not like a robot saying yes, no, right? Okay, how about he promises to guide us, like it says in Isaiah 30:21. He's that voice behind us speaking, yes, go this way, not that way, right? And your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. When you turn to the right or when you turn to the left. It's like a shepherd. The shepherd is not in front of the sheep. The shepherd is behind with the rod and the staff guiding. You guys need to go this way, not that way. You're going to fall off the cliff if you keep going that way. But if you go this way, like I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. So that's beautiful. It's not always an audible voice, by the way. Sometimes we confuse it with our own thoughts. But if you're going to make a decision that doesn't align with Torah, that's one of the main ways that you can know that it's not really his word, or it's not his word telling you to do that. In Psalm 119:105, he functions as a light. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. So it's a lamp. And if you notice, a lamp it's not like a floodlight where it illuminates miles ahead of you. It just takes you step by step. step by step. So he wants us to stay faithful to each step so that we follow him in the path that he is leading us in. And it's a lot of people want to know the far future, like where am I going to end up living and who am I going to marry? What's going to be my career? And he wants to lead you step by step, not all the way. I mean, that sometimes does happen through like a prophetic word, but he wants us to be faithful step by step. In Psalm 25:9, he guides the humble, not the proud. It says, he leads the humble in what is right and teaches the humble his way. What is his way? His way is the word. And who is the word? Yahushua HaMashiach. So one of the best things that we can do is copy his life. What did he do that we should do? So if you want him to lead you, but you keep saying to yourself, well, I already know how to do that. Oh, I only want confirmation. I don't agree with that, so I'm not going to do it. If it fits within my plans, I'll do it. No, the humble person is going to say, regardless of what I believe, show me. And please correct me if I'm wrong. And please redirect me if I'm definitely going the wrong way. So that has to do with our ego as well, right? We're all struggling with that one. We can ask for his wisdom in the guidance. James 1:5, it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask Yahuwah, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. We need wisdom to follow Yahuwah. There's millions of people doing their own will out in the world, and we see how that's going. Not too good. So as for me and my household, we will follow Yahuwah. So there's more to talk about. I think I'm going to do a part 2, maybe continue next Shabbat, Yah willing. He gives me life to be here because we have a lot to chew on and meditate on and be and do. And so I just want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. I hope you have a fantastic Passover. Might not be the same timing as the one now that most people celebrate, because we do follow the Enoch calendar. And so ours is Tuesday evening. And then we follow with unleavened bread the first day of the feast on Wednesday. So I hope you all have a fantastic Passover. Remember his sacrifice for us, and you keep it set apart. If you'd love to join us for Shabbat service, we start at 1:30 on Facebook and YouTube. We'd love to see you on there. The more the merrier, so that we can talk about God's Yahuwah's word and what he wants for our life. So Shabbat Shalom. Take care.